Ladies and leavers, this is SuperZombGBBQ, and today it is time to get extreme because Jeff Hardy is our latest event card, the charismatic enigma. Are we allowed to use that? I'm not sure. Brother Nero, I knew you'd come. Ah, yes. Brother Nero, Jeff Hardy, charismatic enigma, whatever you want to call him, he is here. He is the event card for this week. I thought they were going to do a last man standing event, but instead they've gone for a solo road to glory with a heroic Jeff Hardy. Well, there's a couple of reasons that's good. First off, well, nice and simple, it's Jeff frickin' Hardy. It's awesome. It's been almost a year. In fact, I think it's been literally a year since the last Hardy Boys event. In fact, hold that stat. I was going to call that some epic timing. No, it's just over a year since we had the infamous WrestleMania 33 tier event. We got both Matt and Jeff Hardy when they returned to WWE. This time we have just Jeff on his own in a solo road scorer going to ring domination next week, and I'm excited. Not only because it's a left arrow, procs and toughness speed, it's because it's Jeff freaking Hardy. Your new United States champion is not alone. Of course, there'll be other cards as well as brand new Spring Fusion. Spring into the Ring has returned, but I do have my own thoughts on that, and they're going to be positive and negative. We're going to talk about it. I've got a lot of praise but also criticism for SuperCard in that part, but we're going to talk about that in a second. If you like what you're seeing us uploading, you are hyped for the return of a Jeff Hardy event card, which is absolutely delightful. Smack that like button and put a wonderful in the comment section. In fact, I just want to see of just wonderful. So even if you add that to your actual comment, just wonderful, delightful, or yes, or delete, I don't know, something like that. Put it in the comment section with your actual comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as we look to reach 105,000 subscribers. And whilst you're there, make sure you turn notifications on. And let's get right into Road to Glory. I haven't checked the undercard yet, so it might be a pro for me. And I actually have been doing a couple of uploads recently. I've actually recorded quite a few different uploads, and they are going to be coming up over the next couple of days, and I've obtained quite a few new pros. So if Matt Hardy shows up in here, or I think possibly even Jinder Mahal might show up, possibly between a ring domination, heroic ring domination, because he was the last guy to hold the United States Championship before he lost. It's Jeff Hardy. That would be a pro for me. So let's have a check out of who is the undercard. I think I saw James Ellsworth there. I hope they haven't added the James Ellsworth card into the game for WrestleMania 34 tier. Let's go. So we've got Apollo and Titus O'Neil, which is Titus Worldwide. Sorry, Titus Worldwide. Got Carmella, James Ellsworth. I don't get that either. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Obviously, Sammy, or the Sammy and Kevin show. You've got the Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, no Big E. Where's the love for Big E? Where's Big E? Okay. Ah, wonderful. It's Matt Hardy. It is woken. It is delightful. That's another pro. That is my, oh wow. That's my, oh dear Jesus. That takes the tally of pros I have to get ready over the next couple of days to 10 pros in the deck. That's absolutely incredible. Wow. So yeah, welcome Matt Hardy. I wonder who the heroic is. Looking if they're going to be tag teams. There's so many different options they could use. The Usos maybe. You know, there's plenty of different options they could use. But the Hardy Boys are in this week's Road to Glory, which I'm really happy about. I give myself a pro Matt, and he's actually a really decent card. And get yourself Jeff Hardy, and I'm going to be going for the heroic version because he's a left arrow, which means that he tags with Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, and I think tagged together, even with a heroic boost, with a momentum boost, I don't think Triple H and Cedric or Mustafa Ali could beat them. I don't think so anyway. So I'm going to be excited to get this. If you're excited about getting yourself Jeff Hardy or any of the undercards, let me know what you think the heroic undercards are. I'm going to go out there and say it's going to be the Usos at the end. Maybe, or maybe even Big E possibly. And maybe I'll do like the third member of the New Day. I don't know, maybe they'll do that Big Cass. They're definitely not going to do Enzo Amore anytime soon, are they? But they didn't just bring in Jeff Hardy from this. No, they brought in these brand new fusions, which obviously I'm ludicrously happy. You got brand new cards. I'm happy whenever they bring in brand new cards. Let's have a look at them. But there is a little bit of an air of negativity around this announcement, which I want to talk about. Positivity and negativity. Now, that is very possible, and I'll say this now, that it is definitely a chance that I could be wrong here, because there's going to be maintenance in around about an hour's time. And when that happens, there is a possibility they could be removing any of the existing fusions and killing them down to 0, so everyone can take part in the fusion chamber. But let's have a look at the details of it first, so you get the idea, get a glimpse of what's going on. The fact of the matter is, there's going to be 6 brand new cards, I think 6 or 7 brand new cards. And this time, instead of doing the different spring fusion chambers, you actually have the spring chambers going from WrestleMania 33 to WrestleMania 34. So segregating of the packs, it is simply one spring card between WrestleMania 33 and WrestleMania 34. The difference, however, is this time it only lasts for 7 days and 10 hours instead of 2 weeks, and you only need to use the boots, which absolutely 100 zillion% makes the Superstar Parts Pack absolutely useless. And that's the first criticism I've got, is they should have just added a free boots pack. Sure, they should have just done that instead, but I don't know why they didn't just think of doing just the boots, but okay. In terms of the cards themselves, the Adam Cole looks great. Got an Undertaker, which is showing up on the screen now, and there's also a Carmella. On top of that, I mean, this is very interesting. In this selection of cards, they've got themselves not only a Carmella, but an Asuka, which is a tag. So let's have a look at some of the cards that are in these fusions. Let's go to WrestleMania 34. First of all, you're going to see Adam Cole, baby, Asuka as well, which is, again, is very interesting that they've done that so soon. More on a female event potentially coming up. Braun Strowman, Carmella. I believe the Undertaker obviously is another one, which you've already seen. And there is another one here, which I haven't mentioned. Or is it just the Undertaker? I think it might be just the Undertaker, actually. And Samoa Joe. So the ones you're going to want to really search for in this, if you are going to go crazy and open these. And I'll tell you why you shouldn't in a second. It'll be mixed, like, good and bad. Samoa Joe you want to be going for, and the Undertaker, as well as the females, of course, because they are the most helpful cards in the game. Now, one thing I will say with regards to the females is, if you are lucky enough to get yourself Asuka and Carmella, then I will say this much. The likelihood is the next event, which is going to be a last man standing after the ring domination to get Mr. Hardy, could very well be a last women standing event. And if that happens, all hell is about to break loose. Positives of the Fusion Chamber are these cards are awesome. It's going to give some people some really good chance to get some really good cards in tiers. Although, let's be honest, my faith in the Fusion Chamber and these special events is kind of shot for the first events after the Winter Fusions, which were, yeah, I just don't have many words for the Winter Fusions. The Fusion Chamber itself still doesn't have a segregated part, so you can do a Superstar Parts or a Spring Parts pack. The fact they've started to spring into the ring again when everyone's already gotten rid of all of their spring fusions, the spring fusion ingredients, again, is something that rubs me out the wrong way. The fact it's 6 hours is okay, which means speeding up isn't too bad. The Superstar Parts speeding up again is quite good, that they're keeping it the cost relatively low, so if you do want to go crazy on it, you can do. But making it just boots again, I'm just a little bit confused. Now, also on top of that, and this is my other big problem, why didn't they speed up everyone's fusions? I've got a Titan Fusion running for another 2 days and 2 hours. Now, it's possible that when they do their maintenance later on, which is about an hour's time, they speed everyone's fusions up, and this argument is null and void. But if you're going to start something like this, And I think we've said it for the last 2 times. Why start it when everyone's already got fusions going? Surely there should have been some kind of warning. Because as a fan, I'm not saying this as a critic, but as a fan, it comes across like it's nickel and diming people. It's just saying, you know what, if they really want it, they'll go for it. And honestly, for me, it shows me that they don't want my custom. You know, they're blocking me out of it, because to get out of this and start doing those fusions and start spending on those packs, I have to spend 6,030 credits. And I'm not willing to do that. I'd rather stick on and go for the heroic events. And I'm sure that's absolutely fine, but you should be able to have at least either segregated fusion chambers, so you can have the special events going, and you can have the normal fusions going. You're going to introduce something like this with little to no notice, you should at least offer the opportunity to speed it up. There's going to be people who started the Titan Fusion yesterday, they're going to miss 90% of the event. And that's just not cool. The idea is you release content to get people involved in it, not to isolate people. And at the moment, it's just, I said it, the way it feels is just like last time. It's like hey, we don't want your money because we're locking you out of it, and I want you to spend more money. And that just makes no sense. So I'm just going to sit back, I'm going to wait and see what happens. And if they don't, then I don't mind. I'll just sit here and I won't do the event. I'll try and get a couple of fusions from the seeds I put off the board, and I might speed up a couple of the fusions, not the Titan one I've got right now, but the spring fusions to try my luck. But I'm hoping that they listened, because they listened about a lot of things, the whole PCC last man standing stuff they listened about. Hopefully they listened about this, and maybe they're going to speed everyone's fusions up. But if they don't, then honestly it's like our words have just gone straight over their heads, or in one ear and out of another. And I'm not gonna go ahead and pay money into something that is just going to be hidden behind a paywall. You know, the people will say, "Hey, you're a little bit, hypocritical because you're last man standing." Last man standing didn't cost 6,000 credits to get out of the paywall, and then it's going to cost you even more with no guarantee of getting the boots. So leave that point in there. The only other thing is, I do feel that they should at least offer the opportunity for people to get the boots that they trained their way back, because honestly, the fact that again they've restarted an existing thing, they restarted something that finished not so long ago, and there was already complaints about the card limit anyway. Surely they should be reinstating everyone's items from the old Spring Into the Ring promotion. I'm just going to bring this up again. You know, if that's not going to be the end of the Spring Into the Ring event, don't say the Spring Into the Ring event is over. Everyone goes awesome and trains away all their spring fusion ingredients, and then you restart it again and ask for some of the ingredients that they've just trained away. It's just a bit like, really? You know, it just doesn't sit right. Doesn't sit right. But hey, hopefully they're going to come good. They're going to at least speed everyone's fusions up, or implement a change in the update or the maintenance that's going to do 2 fusions at one time. Maybe it's going to happen. Maybe it's not. I don't know at this point. I'm just going to hope for the best. And hey, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I'm trying not to be too critical. I want to produce like a 50-50, good and a bad points about this. The good thing is brand new cards, great images, the facts we've got Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, Adam Cole, we've got females so people can put out these packs is great. The fact that the fusion chamber times have been massively reduced is great. The bad things, they've not sped up everyone's fusions, they're not separating fusions from each other, so you can't do more than one. And it's hidden behind a paywall if you haven't finished your fusions. There's only 7 days in the event. I'm trying not to be biased here, but there's more negatives than there are positives at the moment. Hopefully that balances out, but whatever. I've been SuperZombGBBQ. You have been awesome, because I can just enjoy an awesome road to get myself Jeff Hardy and my 10th WrestleMania 34 Pro. Let me know if any of the undercards are pro for you in the comment section, and your guesses for the heroics, plus your personal opinions on the fusion chamber, spring fusion chamber. But like I said, I'm not touching it until my fusion ends. I'm not speeding it up. I'm not falling into that trap again. So yeah, like this video. If you like what you see and you upload and you are hyped Jeff freaking Hardy, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on whilst you're there, you beautiful people. And one last thing, and that is to... Sully!